Thanks for staying with us. We're reviewing Punch now. Who has the story?
Yes, I do. The federal government has fired some civil servants with degrees from private tertiary institutions in Benin Republic and Togo. They said that the federal government workers that were affected graduated from these institutions from 2017 till date. So if you remember in August, the federal government had announced that only 8 universities had been accredited to award degrees to Nigerians in Togo and Benin. We remember that there was a whole saga when a journalist had gone undercover and he was able to obtain a degree in 2 months and use that same certificate for NYSC, and that developed into government setting up an investigative committee, and they looked into these universities and found that it was just a racketeering business. In fact, they said many Nigerians were sitting in their homes here in Nigeria, and in a few months they were able to get these certificates for different amounts of money. But after this investigation, they were able to find about 22,500 Nigerians had obtained these fake certificates. And it is based on that they've decided to, those who are in government positions or jobs have been asked to leave. I think the former Minister of Education was asked if this was too harsh a measure to take, and he says no, because one, these people knew what they were doing, and so they had to be let go. There's also a group of Nigerians that were just gullible, really, and they took advantage of those Nigerians. But, these are fake results, and they have, certificates, and they have to be let go. So it's, at least, I think that is a fair take, honestly. If you did not earn it, you should not then enjoy the benefits of those who earned their certificates.
Okay, so Governor of Oyo State, Hajia Makinde, is blowing hot, responding to the APC chieftain, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, who's the APC national chairman, was saying after the elections in Edo, was it Edo? Yes. They were saying that they would APC would take over the whole of Southwest. Well,
that's Ondo.
Was it? Wasn't it? Yes, Ondo, with Governor Aiyedatiwa, yes. So he was speaking there, and then Governor Hajia Makinde was speaking just yesterday where he was inaugurating or commissioning the stadium roundabout, Bale roundabout, Ilesha Garage roundabout. He was saying that PDP will show APC Pepe. Say that them thinking that they will take over Southwest is unfounded, and he has dismissed the notion that APC would wrest political control of the 2 states, describing the ambition of the APC and National Chairman Ganduje as unrealistic.
There's a story I was thinking you would take, the youth corper.
I have not
taken
it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't taken it.
No, it's in the...
It's in the nation. Okay, I'll take that. But that's
it's in both.
Story. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have the story of Justice Keyamo. They said the Senate summoned the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, that's Festus Keyamo, and other relevant stakeholders over the incessant flight delays and cancellation of airlines. And they said that 2,000 air passengers lost so far when they did their statistics. They said 2,000 air passengers have lost they've lost 19,274 pieces of luggage from January to June, and then they also said that 19,250 passengers were delayed for long hours during the review period. They said the Senator Buhari said the problem, which he noted had been on the increase in recent time, that this thing it happens over and over again, and that they are now calling him to, and that is worrisome, and that it's going to, that it's he cautioned that the unwarranted flight delays and cancellation will be counterproductive to the socio-economic growth and development of this country. So he's now saying that they should aim at ensuring that airlines operate within the contemplation of international standards in Nigeria, and to ensure that airline customers get value for the services paid for. He also even went ahead and said that we customers, we don't even know our rights. That we're even supposed to sue them, or we are supposed to demand for that they should pay us back money anytime they delay our flights or they cancel.
Okay, now I know why Mariam was talking about this Kwara State. So I think it's worth taking. Yeah. In a state that has the highest number of women in their House of Assembly, in a state that has a governor who has demonstrated he's a he for she, in a state that has more commissioners that are female, a teacher now had the audacity to go and strip naked a youth corps member. So the commissioner of, I think it's the commissioner of education and Human Capital Development and Executive Chairman, that's Hajia Modibbo Kawu, and Mallam Bello Tauheed Abubakar, they set up a panel to decide to demote Hajia Hamzat Fatimoh Nike, who, by 2 grade levels, by maltreating a youth corps member posted to the Government Day Junior Secondary School. So she was found using foul language in class, insubordination, and disrespect for the national identity which the uniform of the corps member represented. The teacher is also to be transferred out of the school as well as undergo counseling at the state. The state government will not tolerate such abuse under any guise. The government deeply regrets the action of the teacher and reassures the management of the National Youth Service Corps that development will not represent the people of the state and it will not happen again.
The young girl should still bring an assault action against her.
I think this is a good
hot topic.
It's a good topic, and it's a good initiative and a posture by the governor, by the state, because it shows that they take stuff like abuse like this very, very seriously, and the respect
of that, the
of the
NYSC
uniform
as a body,
of the NYSC.
Yes, get some
about
form of disrespect.
Yes.
Coppers are handled to
And
coppers.
yes.
So kudos to Kwara
You cannot
State.
remove pankere and beat somebody's child.
For not greeting her
adults.
An adult.
Kudos to Kwara State government. Well
Very
done.
well.
Daily Sun reps proposed 4 years tenure for lawmakers elected off-season. Ohaneze writes Tinubu backs Anyoma State creation. Atiku Obi NBA Flay Pharaoh Timi's arrest, demand immediate release. And family planning conference, stakeholders converge in Abuja. Which story are we
I have
taking?
the major headline. So the House of Reps proposed an amendment of the Electoral Act 2022 to enable lawmakers elected off-season elections to serve for a full term of 4 years. So I think the old order is that if you're elected off-season, once that house, what they call them, that assembly finishes their tenure, you go back and you have to do another election. So, but now they're bringing this amendment, and it has scaled first reading. It was sponsored by the member representing Enugu East Isi-Uzo Federal Constituency of Enugu State, Professor Paul Namchi, and 17 others, and it has scaled first reading. I'm hoping that they'll read it well, because I foresee some complications here.
Yeah.
Still on Daily Sun, let me take this story from Daily Sun. Ohaneze Ndigbo has backed the agitation for Anyoma State out of the present Delta State. In an open letter to President, the group said its realization would address one important aspect of historical grievances: long-standing systematic marginalization, inequitable deprivation, and the continuous injustices directed at the Igbos as a whole. It explains that the creation of this additional state for the Igbo from Delta State would engender equity, justice, fairness, especially as a number of states and local governments areas had long been a basis of distribution of national wealth to the deliberate and obvious disadvantage of the Igbo and the Southeast people. Okay? Vanguard?
Okay. Yeah, so I have this story, not the Sun, but I really like the story. I got it from The Nation. A Borno housewife, Mrs. Veronica Mbaya, yesterday smiled home with a cash prize of 25 million, courtesy Renewed Hope Initiative, Every Home a Garden competition. So she was named the winner by the national chairperson and Renewed Hope Initiative. That's the first lady at an event in Abuja. So we have the star prize was 20 million, and then the National Agricultural Development Fund, NADFund, added 5 million to support the competition. In summary, they said they got lots of entries and that they were really good quality entries. It was hard for them to pick, but they were able to pick the top 3, households. Even the lady that won, Mrs. Bayer, says she was quite surprised that she won that, because in Borno State they dealt with flood and also dealt with drought. She had to deal with that in her garden, and yet, she emerged the winner. And of course, as we know, the initiative is to encourage everyone in their homes to cultivate food, for their families, quality food for their families. And the wife of the president is hoping that this is something that we'll all imbibe and do in our various homes. Yeah.
Okay, then moving on, Vanguard. Let's find a story we've not taken. Zenith Bank wins Bank of the Year Nigeria Award. Polls Osun Oyo people will teach APC a lesson. This is Makinde. Shell awards $1.98 billion contracts to indigenous firms. Somebody has that story.
Oh.
Nobody has that story? Let me
take
take
has it.
Which one?
Shell.
No, I didn't take
Okay. All right, let's...
Oh, sure.
I thought I was going to take that story on
Yes, I do.
Zenith Bank. Let me see Zenith Bank.
Take
Zenith Bank.
Zenith.
Although it's a
I'll take
Did you take Faro to me?
I didn't take Faro to me. I took Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank has been announced as the winner of the Bank of the Year Nigeria Award 2024 edition of the year awards organized by the Banker magazine, member of the Financial Times Group, United Kingdom. Congratulations to Zenith Bank. Well done to them. And I'm happy. It's always good to celebrate when people are doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, our final paper, the Nigerian Tribune. Bandits plant explosive along the Zamfara Road and kill travelers. South Africa's eyes Nigeria's lithium for electric vehicle revolution. Despite AFG's intervention, cost of medicine keeps rising. And alleged defamation court remands Farotimi in prison.
Okay, so...
Farotimi.
Yes, so he was arrested and from his office in Lagos and taken to Ekiti State on charges of, according to the Ekiti Commissioner of Police, on charges of cyber stalking, defamation of character, and he said that these two offenses, he said among other things, so there are other criminal elements in the charge that he didn't explain. He said that for the two, that of defamation of character and cyber stalking, are fully established. He said that that's why he was charged, and he was brought before a court in Ekiti yesterday and ordered to be remanded in custody. You see, in this kind of case, sensitivity, if there's any fact, it should be out there because there's so much agitation. As we speak, some group are saying that they will start a protest for his release. Videos, different quarters are criticizing. The former presidential candidate of the PDP is also criticizing his arrest. We know that defamation can be criminal as well as civil, and there could be any other reason why he's being arrested, but the facts should be put out there. Farotimi on his own part had done a video saying that there was a gangster star within the justice system that would enable things like this, and that he will be made to seem like he was avoiding police invitation or arrest, and so that they can issue a bench warrant for his arrest, and eventually he's looking that way. So we need all the facts out there.
Yeah.
All. And this is my journalist.
The police is we're having confidence that all the facts have been established and they have a right to arrest. So we need to know if they...
Even if it was a criminal matter, the trial should not be shrouded in any secrecy.
In secrecy. I have prices of medication just going, medicines just keep rising. They said weeks after the federal government had issued an executive order imposing zero VAT on pharmaceutical products to lower the cost of drugs and essential medical supplies, the cost of medications continue to rise, and many popular brands of common medicines, such as paracetamol, are unavailable. To explain the reason why drug prices are consistently high is because most of the medications are imported. Local drug manufacturers, particularly large conglomerates, have either closed or migrated abroad due to the economic downturn. They said that, because we import a lot, even though we're working on manufacturing some drugs here in Nigeria, we can't manufacture everything. They're talking about some of the prices. They said paracetamol has increased from 50 naira to about 250 and 300 naira per sachet. Flagyl, 2 years ago, moved from 100 naira, is now 4,500. Multivitamins that we used to get for 8,000, we have them for as much as 40,000 naira now. And so stakeholders are just appealing to government. Let us see how to take away all the taxes on these drugs to make it easier and cheaper for Nigerians.
It was an intervention.
All we can take on front-page review. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. I'm there, Roshi. Now come with you.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.